15 love.
Mary, you mentioned that Jannik Sinner's first serve percentage hasn't been up to snuff so far in this tournament, but it hasn't mattered as much as it will in this match. The difference between the control he has if he makes a serve with the next shot versus the second serve is massive against Carlos's aggression. Most of the time, Sinner has underserved, made fewer first serves than average, and it's cost him. But that was not the case at Wimbledon. It was Alcaraz who had a tough serving day on the grass at the All England Club. That's going to be a huge battleground here. Who can take more advantage of the first ball after the serve?
Sinner beat Alcaraz at Wimbledon. Carlos said it only took him a couple of hours to get over the loss. How resilient are these two? He beat Sinner at the French Open, and 5 weeks later, Sinner won Wimbledon.
Was Carlos already in Ibiza in those 2 hours?
Probably.
Already the first serve importance rears its head. 0 for 3 on second serve points for Sinner. He's a first delivery right about here.
Juice.
That's exactly the point that Sinner wants to play. That's the baseline exchange with no change of spin, no change of altitude on the shot, just a linear firefight that Sinner is automated to hit the right shot every time. And Alcaraz gets outplayed time and time again against Sinner. Alcaraz needs variety to beat this man on this surface.
The good news is that he's got a lot of it. What's really been impressive to me in watching these two men in these last couple of weeks is how much better Alcaraz's serve has become. He's only lost serve twice in the whole tournament, and how quickly Sinner has come to move to the net. I'm going to give Alcaraz total credit for that because of the way he can drop shot.
Robbie, is there anyone better in men's tennis coming forward than Alcaraz right now?
Good question. Probably not. I think his acceleration and recognizing a good shot from the deep is phenomenal. The feel, I thought against Lehechka we saw some of the best forecourt stuff from him all tournament. Getting into the triple digits, early doors.
It's a 101 mile an hour forehand.
And Jim, I think it would be remiss of us also to remember that Jannik does like to come in a lot. In fact, when they played here in 2022, that epic match, it was Sinner who actually came to the net more than what Alcaraz did.
Second break chance for the Spaniard. First one was saved with a great first serve from the Italian. How about 7 minutes and counting for the first game? I think we're in good shape, team. I think this is going to be fun.
Start from the 22-year-old.
Sort of apt that he's streamlined his hair because he's streamlined his path to the final of this tournament as well. No fat involved, no fluff. And a quick start here. His slice backhand confusing Sinner, drawing the unforced.
That you were talking about, Jim. Nice to see the discipline in the forehand from Alcaraz. Just intent on going toe-to-toe. That forehand midway in that rally was much higher, much more arc.
30-15.
Looking to consolidate the break.
40-15.
Get off on the front foot here, and he's had an edge in the head-to-head against Sinner. 9-5 is the tally, although I'd put the 9th win with a big asterisk because there were only 5 games played just a few weeks ago in the finals of Cincinnati. Sinner woke up with the virus, bravely took the court, but didn't have much in the tank.
Oh, I love that move. What are we calling that?
I don't have that. That's a Robbie Koenig area. That's Robbie's area of expertise, but it's a fake drop shot that he drives back behind. I would call it an ankle breaker, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it was Roger who trademarked that, so you better be paying him some royalties.
You look at these guys and their rivalry, and it's just the early innings. 24-year-old Sinner and 22-year-old Alcaraz, already the 3rd meeting at a major final. Borg McEnroe only played 4. Sampras played 5. That's another amazing rivalry. And Rafa,
15 left.
he had some matches against Roger and against Novak. 9 times each he played them in the finals. So that's sort of the benchmark. And it's hard for me to imagine these guys won't play more than that if they stay healthy. This could be more of a Martina Chrissy type rivalry.
80 times played? They are so young. And so damn good already. Just had a look at Lindsey Vonn and Jannik Sinner's box. She skied with Jannik and says that his ski style is strong and elegant. She should know.
Yeah, he used to play tennis about 2 days a week
30-15.
until he was 14. He was such a good skier. I just wonder, Mary, if that's been a contributing factor for how low he gets down. Because, of course, when you ski, you're going downhill quickly. You've got to be in that crouch position. So stable in his legs.
Sergio Garcia has not only been watching Sinner, but playing golf with him. Alcaraz, I should say. Alcaraz has become a big golf fan.
30 all.
A good friend of Garcia's.
There's a golf course about 20 minutes up the road here on Long Island that Carlos has been going to play on his days off, and Sergio has joined him out there. Apparently, Sergio owes him $200 from one of their matchups, but Sergio is quite a good tennis player himself. I've seen him play many times around the tennis courts. Huge sigh of relief for Sinner there. Alcaraz had him dead to rights with that forehand. That must have looked like a big old bucket, like Steph Curry pulls back to shoot a 3. That was a rare miss on that one from Carlos, and that gives Jannik a chance to get on the board here at 40-30.
leads by 2-1 first set.
Both of these guys defend so well, so I think that ability to finish points off at the net is going to be a crucial metric in the outcome of some of these rallies.
Just saw a quick look at the real boss, Bruce Springsteen.
And these guys are going to be fighting to be the boss in these rallies. And Sinner wants to get to the net, Robbie. You're absolutely right. What he doesn't want is to be drawn into the net when Alcaraz hits drop shots or short slices and forces him in really against his will. Sinner wants to come in on high-octane approaches.
Not afraid of trying anything. I think that's what draws us all to Carlos's game style. There's no doubt there's magic to what Alcaraz brings to the court. He's always had that instinct for attack ever since he was a kid. You can look it up on YouTube yourself and watch him with the drop shots and getting to the net when he was half this size. It's a very anti-Spanish mentality, actually. Most of them are baseliners. Awesome is what it was, and we're going to get a lot more of it. And Alcaraz really defies the pattern of Spanish players being players with the highest percentage shot making. It's Sinner who plays more of a Spanish game. In fact, Alcaraz is a daredevil out here. That's what makes him such a thrill ride. I don't think he really knows what he's going to do next. It's just all instinct, ad-libbing. It's awesome.
And yet he's been so steady here. Yeah, he can do that. Juan Carlos Ferrero says of Alcaraz, I'd say he's improved everything. In terms of maturity, he's improved so much, and mentally, talking about Alcaraz, he has a much better understanding that tough situations are where you have to produce your best level. But he says, because he has it, there's Bruce Springsteen, among many other famous people, Mindy Kaling's in the house, everybody. I mean, yeah. Never seen it quite like this. Not since the old Serena days, anyway. Juan Carlos Ferrero says, whatever you ask him to do, he achieves it very quickly. That's good and bad at the same time, because you can get overconfident. He says of Alcaraz, like any player, you really have to stay on top of that. Good luck telling Carlos Alcaraz not to draw outside the lines.
Good thing he plays golf, because that will humble him.
Good call.
Love 30.
Jim, explain to me how he did that.
Oh, this is a little bit of Murphian magic.
It looks even more impressive in slow motion. That's the thing. Like, it's how does he do that? And then this reaction. But you're just as likely to see him smile when his opponent does something that great. Love 30. That was fun, but it might be fatal in the first set chances for Sinner too.
Mary, you alluded to him playing the big points well, one of his greatest strengths for Alcaraz. I think that was so clearly evident in the epic they played in Beijing last year. At deciding set tiebreaker, Sinner was up 3-love in the breaker, 2 serves to come. Carlos played 5 of the most incredible points you've ever seen. Sinner was up 3-love, double mini break in that deciding set tie break. Alcaraz actually went on to win the next 7 points, but 6 of those 7, only one player on the planet could have played those points, and it was that man in the biggest of moments.
Sinner's going to go after the Alcaraz backhand.
40-30.
Well, he'll go after the Alcaraz backhand to open up the forehand, because that's the shot where he does the real damage, is when he attacks into the forehand of Alcaraz. You got to be mindful attacking that backhand. Alcaraz is unbelievable at chipping the backhand pass and setting himself up for the next pass, getting the ball down.
Game Sinner. Alcaraz leads by 3-2, first set. Time.
These two didn't need any time clearing their throats for this opening set of the 2025 US Open championship round.
Kadilov. Thirtilov.
That is filthy, that slice backhand. That is a Roger Federer slice, bringing Sinner into no man's land. And Sinner tried to hit his way out of the jam with a down-the-line backhand, and it just gave Alcaraz so much room to hit a routine winner. That is the magic of Alcaraz, all the options he has.
Game. Alcaraz.
And one of the things that his coach is so pleased with in this tournament, and one of the real keys to how seamlessly his path has been, is his unforced error count continues to be very low. Only 2 so far today with all of the aggression he's had. 8 clean winners.
Oh, that is tidy.
That is just hold on for dear life if you're Jannik Sinner. Look at that. So many more winners compared to unforced errors for Alcaraz in this match in aggregate, in tournament in aggregate. But Sinner lost the first set at Wimbledon too. He's not going anywhere, and he's not out of this set yet. But Robbie, Carlos is starting to free up a little bit. A little crush and rush action there.
And that's dangerous, isn't it? He's just got so many tools at his disposal. And using that momentum that he's garnered early on to keep the pressure on. There's nothing worse than when you're following through from the serve and you look up and this guy's in your grill.
Kadilov.
You expect Darren Cahill, Sinner's coach, to be up on his feet repeatedly in this match. He's been doing that the last couple of rounds, trying to get his guy over the line.
Missed it. Oh, man. A great half volley, no doubt, from Alcaraz, but he broke early to cover the cross court, and Jannik just tried to thread the needle a little too much here.
And I think this should always be the case. You want to give the baseline guy the passing shot, man. The slightly tougher pass. I mean, that is easy even for somebody of Sinner, but you're still going over the highest part of the net. I mean, if you go across court, it's an easier pass. So it's good net movement from Alcaraz.
Sinner's only won 3 out of 10 points when he's missed a first serve. He's under attack here in this game. And he tried to use the serve that worked so well for him at Wimbledon, the hard serve into the body of Alcaraz, who's on the baseline for that return. But Carlos got out of the way and then went to work on a forehand. Double break points on the line.
the second serve that Djokovic had a lot of success against Alcaraz at the Australian Open this year. Alcaraz standing up, quick to his forehand. It was a triple-digit serve there, Jim.
Two former number ones, Marat Safin and Stefan Edberg, watching on. Martina Navratilova, she's here too. Missed it. Another break. World number one is getting hustled in this opening set. This guy's pruning.
Alcaraz leads by 5 games.
Carlos Alcaraz, with new balls serving for the opening set.
Talk about opening up the forehand.
15 love.
It just feels from here courtside, the inside-in forehand of Alcaraz has been on a string. Done such a good job of getting Sinner out to his right at the end of range.
You see everything, Jim.
30
How
love.
has Alcaraz's serve become so reliable and so potent?
Well, he's tweaked his motion in multiple ways over the last couple of years, smoothed it out. The take back is different. It's more straight back instead of out to the side.
And his follow-ups are good.
Well, that's really the key as he gets to triple set point. Is it's not about the aces. He's only had one today, but it's what he can do behind the serve that is so threatening. And he still has significant room to improve his service accuracy. But it'd be hard to improve too much upon this opening set.
Game for sets. Alcaraz.
11 winners, only 2 unforced errors.
That's 6 games to 2. Love.
One of the things that you hang your hat on if you're Team Sinner is that Alcaraz still, even as well as he's playing, has once or twice in this tournament at the beginning of a new set dropped his guard, gotten a little bit sloppier. Can you beat it or take advantage of it? Step one for Sinner is to hold serve here and then see if Alcaraz is just having a little dip, gives him a little crack to work with.
And I'm wondering if that dip as well, Jim, could come from over-exuberance. He's obviously feeling really good about how he's striking the ball. Does he try and go a little bit harder and be a little bit more extravagant and make the errors that he wasn't making in the opening set? I'm keen to see how that shakes out.
Dirty 15. Dirty all.
just see how much pressure he's feeling when he has to hit a second serve. Trying to get that ball in a position where he can't get hurt. Struggling to do so successfully. Talked about, Robbie, that the first serve for these players acts as a sword. That's the one you're trying to do damage with, but the second serve is the shield. You're just trying to protect yourself from getting hurt early in the rally. And Alcaraz, when he's had opportunities, has been piercing that shield. Sinner desperately needs some first serves here to bail himself out.
Up on his feet.
He knows the importance of saving that break point early on here. It wasn't just a normal come on Mary, it was an aggressive one. And to your point, Jim, when they played at Wimbledon, that serving performance there, especially on the first serve from Sinner, it was one of his best serving performances, top 4 against Sinner in the 12 matches that they'd had.
Contact. It'll be slowing down by the time it gets to the opposition at a greater rate, so it won't have a greater effect. It's just trying to stay as effective. So for Alcaraz, 123 miles an hour, just one less than that. That's been his average serve all match, but for the tournament, he was well below that. So they're both trying to fight these conditions and each other. You're not going to be breaking any serve speed records in these cold conditions, that's for sure. Sinner is so good at returning serve, generally speaking. Today, it's a real struggle. He's only won 3 points out of 21 served by Carlos. It's kind of like Carlos is almost pitching a no-hitter here so far.
Game. Alcaraz. One game more, second set.
Well, he didn't drop his guard.
Nope. I can't get over his intention, his body language, the confidence he's playing this championship match with.
Thank you.
we're seeing all the alchemy of Alcaraz on full display.
Love 15.
This opening 48 minutes has just been jaw-dropping.
It's amazing to watch him neutralize all the power of Sinner's two-handed backhand with the Alcaraz slice. He's using it so much more today than he has en route to this match. It is such a specific tactic, and Sinner struggling to counteract it at this point.
All.
Second ace. And a fist pump to his people. He made the mistake, this guy, of eating carrots on a changeover a couple of years ago. And the Carota boys and all these other orange statements continue to abound. This is a much better game from Sinner. It serves doing some talking.
And if he can get the first serve out wide against Carlos, then he's got him. Goes behind him there successfully. If he hits the first serve up the middle and Alcaraz gets back to the center of the court, it's an even contest. Geometry matters. Serving wide's the best option for Sinner. You got to pepper every now and then something down the middle just to keep Alcaraz from leaning too far wide, but most serves, if he's feeling good, should be going wide.
Let's second serve.
The second serve, I do believe the body and the body forehand are the best places. Alcaraz typically makes more returns on second serves off his backhand with the stability of the second hand. That's a rare miss. A welcome respite for Sinner, who holds and will sit down with the 2-1 lead.
Sinner leads by 2-1. Second sets. First set, Alcaraz.
Curious in the big matches that you played, how aware you were of who was, if there were celebrities in the crowd. Did that affect you, or did it not really play a part? Did you not really look for them?
No, I did not. Tried to stay focused. It was enough to worry about when you're dealing with a great player on the other side of the net.
Beautiful stuff from both these men. These combinations. And Sinner realizing just how many shots he needs to hit.
Yeah, how good was that squash shot that forced this half volley? And then the venom on that volley, because you just can't trust that Carlos won't be there.
Exactly right.
Well, this is the first challenge to the Alcaraz serve of the day.
Thank you.
Yeah, that little half volley pickup, slice on slice, it's very easy to get wrong. So Sinner's done unbelievably well there.
First break point of the match. Are we considering this a dip or just amazing play from Sinner?
Well, combination. But this was what Alcaraz does on break points. He goes full Evel Knievel, daredevil. And that was a low percentage play, and Sinner made him pay. And Sinner on the board with the break.
Thank you.
Time to consolidate. Can he do it?
Love 15.
Juan Carlos Ferrero has been with Alcaraz for 7 years now. It feels like he's taken a big bump this year in his mentality. Really just over the summer. He says of Alcaraz, we know that technically he's very, very, very good. It's regarding those little ups and downs that you've been speaking of, Jim, that they're trying to do away with. Oh, yeah.
I think this is going to be a fascinating battle within the overall war, because in set number 1, Alcaraz really peppered the forehand corner of Sinner. Brilliant with the cross-court forehand and the inside in. But I'm just wondering if Sinner started to calibrate his forehand. It's looking good here in set number 2.
Better rhythm and better depth, especially from Sinner on the ground strokes. And if he can keep the ball deep with speed, there's not a lot of changes that Alcaraz can do to those shots and not give up too much ground. If he's defending like that, you won't see as many slices. You won't see as many looping shots. And that's when Sinner gets the edge. And he's had it the last 10 points, winning 9 of them.
Thank you.
Not so in this. What a
Let's for service.
Van Lendl. He'll be part of the awards ceremony when this is over.
Three-time champion, was a finalist here 8 consecutive years. And now he's a pickleball guy.
He is. Won multiple national championships.
Let's second service.
From Alcaraz in a few points in the set. Remember how clean he was in the opening set? Just 2 unforced errors.
Yep.
Well, he's up to 7 in this set alone, and only 1 winner. Well, this has been turned upside down.
Jimmy, I just wonder if he tried to get a bit cute with that forehand volley. It looked like he was going to play the short one, and at the last minute try to punch through it like he does from the baseline.
Effectively Carlos Alcaraz in a nutshell. This is a guy who he's seeking these moments of inspiration to get Spike up on his feet. He wants to create the perfect moment. Sinner doesn't care about that stuff. He wants to create the perfect match.
There's a very large chasm between those two mentalities.
And I think we're all naturally drawn to the perfect moments that Alcaraz creates. It's an audio experience when he plays these matches. The crowd is screaming and shouting within the points. That's how incredible it is. I love the contrast. We are so lucky to have these two in the sport.
Sinner leads by 4 games to 2. Second sets.
Stop me if I'm making if I get a journalistic speeding ticket on this one. But are these two as good? Here's Carlos' dad. As good as Federer, Nadal, as good as Djokovic? They seem that way to me in their early 20s.
They're tracking that way.
Right?
They have a long way to go to prove that they can be as great for as long.
Oh, as long for sure. I'm just saying this tennis boy.
Time will tell where they'll end up. But just in time capsules, thinking about the best moments of Rafa and Roger and Novak's careers.
We're there, aren't we?
We're abutting it. If we're not there, we're on approach. The tower is clearing them for landing.
Okay, we're adjacent.
15 all.
When I think back to the Nadal-Federer rivalry in the early days, it was just the contrast between the two, the way they played the game, the lefty-righty, the muscular, physical approach of Rafa versus the smoothness, the tennis architect that Federer was. I think that contrast in itself was so good to behold. Even a leave, Jim, can captivate the audience when Alcaraz does it.
Ain't that the truth?
Saying at the beginning of this match, Jim, that Sinner wants to establish that beachhead on the baseline.
30 all.
Much more so than Alcaraz. Alcaraz wants to dance around this whole court.
Thank you.
That's a bold second serve. And one of the things that was a takeaway for Team Sinner in the aftermath of losing that heartbreaker at Roland Garros, where he had 3 championship points and didn't get them, that he wasn't bold enough in the big moments. And boy, was he bold at Wimbledon when he needed to be, trying to finish Alcaraz off. He was down 15-40, but up a break in the 4th, and he hit that exact same big second serve and got a free point, and then dug himself out of that jam. Held serve to become a Wimbledon champion for the first time by being bold. Bringing that to the table here in New York as well.
Game, Sinner.
5-2. Second set. Champion serving to the Australian Open and Wimbledon champion. These two are the whole show in men's tennis.
Love 15.
Between them, they've won the last 7 majors. First ace. Second ace. First of this set for Alcaraz.
That's 40-30.
Interesting timing for the balls to get changed.
Sinner leads
A little
by
more
5 games to
speed
3,
on them here
second
as Sinner
set.
tries to serve his way to a set apiece. Alcaraz with a fresh bat in his hand, a little tighter tension to control the ball. Sinner already made his change. It looks like he is ready to go.
Thank you.
Youngest man in the Open era,
15
that's
love.
after 68, to reach all 4 Grand Slam finals in one season is Sinner. And let's keep in mind, the guy who just hit that winning forehand was within a point of owning all 3 majors this year.
He would have had the Sinner Slam because he won this last year.
Exactly.
Would have held all 4 at the same time had he won one more point at the right time at Roland Garros and then followed it up with the win at Wimbledon. Rare error. Sinner not able to find enough topspin on that
15 all.
low sliced backhand. As for serve percentage dipping here as the set has moved on, Sinner has done better with his second serve in this set, but he's been trying to serve a bit more wide here in the deuce court, especially with his first serves. We'll see if Alcaraz is looking for it. It's going against the grain, and Alcaraz gets a second serve to work with.
Jannik Sinner rocking the house. What an athlete. Showing us the full range of his skills. What a time to produce a point of that quality from the Italian.
Thank you.
Set points. That goes long.
And second sets.
Jannik Sinner dismissed the majesty of Alcaraz in that opening set and came up with some of his own in this second.
6-3, 1 set all.
Set.
15 love.
Sinner got rocked in that opening set. Now he's doing a good job of rocking Alcaraz.
Oh, he threw a tantrum as he always does when he's disappointed, didn't he, Sinner? I mean, I joke. The guy's so mentally stable.
30-15.
His team had to do an amazing job of helping him gather his thoughts after literally being rocked in Roland Garros. That did rock him off his axis, having a 2 sets lead, and then love 40 on Alcaraz's serve, triple championship point. Then he didn't serve it out. Darren Cahill, his coach, who may or may not be concluding his time with Sinner at the end of this year, still unsure about that. He had to hustle home to Australia. He had some family matters he needed to attend to for just a few days, and then he got right back on the plane and flew back to Germany for the grass court tournament in Halle, where Sinner was playing his warm-up event, just to help him manage the moment. And boy, has Darren managed a lot for a lot of players over the course of his coaching career, which will end up in Newport, Rhode Island in the Hall of Fame at some point.
Thank you.
They've done a great job of kind of redirecting Sinner's thoughts and emotions at that moment. Back to work. Both of these teams have had to help their young players understand how to navigate the great heights that they're scaling. Both of them have had immense success, clearly, but also incredible learning lessons where they have cramped up in matches and not been able to handle it. Played injured players, not been able to handle it.
Let's for service.
If you pull back, it's a little bit like looking at the stock market. Things look smooth for these guys, but if you zoom in, there are some zigs and zags along the way, and that's where these coaches really earn their bucks.
First game, third set.
This one's moving the pace. Just an hour and 25 minutes of play so far for a couple sets. Remember, their meeting at Roland Garros was well over 5 hours, and they still seem to have plenty in the tank. As Juan Carlos Ferrero really leaning in bottom right, giving some input to Carlos. But with these cool conditions, controlled conditions, and a quick couple of sets, they're going to have full tanks of gas to go all the way to the finish line. This is nicely set up.
Love 30.
Alcaraz has had break chances in each of Sinner's opening service games in the first couple of sets. He was able to take one in the opening game. Didn't get it in set 2. He's on the brink of another opportunity here.
You can hear how many of the 24,500 fans here are hoping for a break.
Thank you.
And they get it.
Alcaraz leads, but against the love.
It's amazing when you look at the games in which Sinner's been broken. A couple of easy misses. 2 in the opening set. That forehand there, by his standards.
Yep. We're grown accustomed to seeing Alcaraz be the one having the early set dip. And Sinner, struggling in the early standings here.
Good out of the corners, both these guys.
Love the team.
We always associate the awesome athleticism that Alcaraz possesses, but we've got to give Jannik plenty of credit. He's more like a panther mover, big strides. Anticipated that and got to it so quickly. I don't know about you, but I think it's an area of Sinner's game, his movement, that's got better and better each season that has gone by. He stays so low for such a big guy. He's so disciplined in his moving.
Yeah, he's added muscle, which has helped him with the acceleration and, importantly, the braking required to really get into those corners and out in a hurry.
Hogwarts stuff on this overhead. Power is nothing without control. That was very easy on the eye, the way he's carved around the side of this.
And the way he acknowledges the fans.
Yeah, like, how did you like that, folks?
Did you see what I saw? It's that.
That racket toss from Sinner is just a culmination of dropping serve and then missing the opportunity from Love 30 to get to break point so far. That's positively a volcanic eruption for grading on a curve for Sinner. He keeps it pretty tidy. Alcaraz has found that lightning in a bottle again. Only one unforced error in this set against 5 winners, and he's rolling through games at the moment. Using that creativity, not just the net play, that slice backhand also befuddling Jannik Sinner. Rhythm. Sinner loves rhythm. And Alcaraz is playing jazz out there, giving him a steady beat to work with. Sinner didn't get much stick on it, and then Alcaraz steps in and rips off an angle, breaking the sideline, and he's about to break this set wide open.
That last stroke, 91 miles an hour. Good tennis from Carlos Alcaraz.
points by 4 games to love. Third set.
That's 2 breaks conceded on forehand unforced errors from Jannik Sinner. Feeling the pressure of trying to get the ball past Alcaraz in these cold conditions when the ball's just not moving. Alcaraz is such a dynamic mover.
Thank you.
Sinner has such a whippy, wristy forehand.
Love 15.
Sinner going deeper and deeper on this first return position in the deuce court. How he's going to come forward. He was deep on the first point of this game. He's closer in now, trying to find something. That was awesome. What an angle.
And it feels to me that the accuracy of the Alcaraz serve has improved in the set significantly.
It's an area of his game where he still has room to grow compared to people in his height area. People like Federer and Sampras, who are just an inch taller. He's nowhere near them in accuracy. He has plenty of speed, but I think he'll get better as his career goes on. He's getting better as this set goes on, that's for sure. We're back to that first set form where he had 10 winners and just 2 unforced errors. It's pretty impressive what we're seeing. Sorry, 11 winners and 2. He's at 8 winners in this set. Just 9 now going forward there. Only 2 unforced. That's pretty much in the zone.
Carlos Alcaraz. He gets better hourly. Lasted only 23
Thank
minutes.
you. Love.
Once again, just showcasing all his artistry, athleticism. It's just so easy on the eye.
It's currently just around 70 degrees Fahrenheit in New York City. Unseasonably cool for this time of the year. And I think that's been a big factor in this match. I've always thought the quicker the conditions, the better for Jannik Sinner. It's more difficult. He's getting the ball hard and fast into Alcaraz for Carlos to use his options. But when things slow down in this cold, heavy conditions, Carlos has more options and he gets a chance to use them. And haven't we seen that? Slice backhand has been effective. Net approaches timely. Sinner's not done and dusted. He's having to work harder to hit winners and to win points with his power because Alcaraz has been given more time by the weather.
It's easy to overplay.
So he's on the board. So why isn't the reverse true? Why isn't Sinner and his defense helped by these conditions as much? Because Sinner plays more through the court, doesn't use as much angle and spin on the ball to finish points. He doesn't break the sideline as regularly and play with the width that Alcaraz does.
Look, Jim, if you don't know, just say it.
I'm just guessing, Mary, as always.
15 love.
7th ace for Alcaraz.
And Jim, do you think that is out of choice, that Sinner's not playing with as much angle, because the spin rates aren't far away from what Alcaraz is on?
I think Carlos just sees the court with a little more creativity than Jan does.
Okay. That forehand had a serious injection of pace. I think there was plenty of frustration in it.
.103 mph Sinner hit that forehand that elicited the error. Fair bit of anger in it, I would imagine.
Set points for the 22-year-old Spaniard. He needs one more set.
By 6 games to 1. Alcaraz leads by 2 sets to 1.
Sinner, if the pattern holds, cannot afford an early break of serve. Whoever's broken first is run through the set in each of these opening 3 sets. Alcaraz with 2 unforced errors in the first set, 10 in the second, 2 in the third. What's this set going to look like?
He's like a Mustang, isn't he? A bit of wild horse to Carlos Alcaraz, and the trainer here has his hands full of someone this talented and this creative. You could break a horse if there's too much insistence on obedience. It actually discourages the horse. You don't want to discourage Alcaraz.
It was 2 summers ago where they came close to that point. Alcaraz was miserable coming out of the tournament in Canada, leading into Cincinnati, and he had a discussion with his team, Juan Carlos Ferrero in particular, about I'm not having enough fun out here. And they dropped the reins and said, go run free. It's a tricky balance with someone with that much horsepower, so to speak.
Such a disciplined approach shot. He wasn't looking to hit an outright win. It was all about placement to set himself up as best as possible for the volley if it was forthcoming. Awfully close to the sideline
and awfully important to this set.
The ability to make such thin contact with the ball is such a skill. No margin for error there on that inside in forehand.
Jannik Sinner. Juice.
Uncanny ability to provoke errors, to break open a rally, and to keep this opening service game close. This is the serve that's been working so well for him.
He's being bold in big moments. And with that comes risk. Darren Cahill up on his feet. How many more times will Jannik Sinner see him in his player's box? I hope for a long time. At the beginning of this year, Cahill and Sinner had agreed this would be his last season. We'll see if that's the case. He's been instrumental to Jannik's rise. Break point again.
And then the athleticism to make the second volley. That's a big-time play on a big-time point.
Thank you. Sinner. Serve. Juice.
Just past the 2-hour mark, this championship match. And Darren on his feet again.
He understands the importance of this game. You just get the feeling that this is a game that is soaked in significance.
Sinner.
Laser backhand. That ball did not deviate on its path.
Big hole that is for Jannik Sinner. Looking up at his camp, throwing his fist.
First game, 4 sets.
Seen in the corner the appearance of the physio. He was just taking a seat in the front row with his bag to see if anyone is in need of some assistance. Players just taking their normal little breather here after the first game. And that'll be a huge sigh of relief, won't it, for Sinner? Well, that was danger.
Oh, wasn't it just...
That backhand volley was stupid good.
Oh, and it had to have that amount of side spin.
Yeah, sure did.
Even when he hit it, I thought he's got enough side spin to take
Please
it away
take
from Alcaraz altogether.
Thank you.
I should have known better. Alcaraz still making an unbelievable stab. Ask another question of Jannik.
thought he had an advantage there. The return was good. But this backhand was great from Alcaraz.
Got some pretty good aerial activity there from the ball crew. Wow. The flight's been just a little off today, hasn't it, Jim? That's the feeling I get.
I just think he's trying to find space that Alcaraz can't get to, and that target is so small in these colder conditions when everything slows down.
Ale, porta.
Just telling me that is only the first serve that Sinner has returned since set one. That's how good Alcaraz's first deal has been. How effective it's been.
Set this one up, and then a little space invasion from the two-handed backhand down the line.
Thank you, players already.
Testing the limits of each other's games. Inside Armstrong. This is a nice thing to do. They set up a huge screen so that people who don't have tickets for Ash can watch on and cheer.
Ball.
40-15.
And whilst this might look like a simple volley against a lot of players, when you know how nuclear the movement of Alcaraz is, you're always a little on guard. He's done well there, has Sinner. Nice shtick volley.
Sinner and a real let-off for Alcaraz. Sinner's first serve percentage is dipped mightily. It's not been good for the match. He's just around 50%, and the target should be just a little north of 60 if he's being aggressive and accurate. But this set, only 35%. It's a miracle he's on serve, to be honest.
Game, Sinner.
Alcaraz faced down 3 match points against Sinner and took the French. 5 weeks later, Sinner got it back.
Ready for play.
Final major of the year will decide an awful lot and define these two.
Love.
And Sinner dropped just 2 sets to get to this championship match. Until today, Alcaraz didn't drop any.
Hasn't missed a lot of forehands when he's been throttling them, Alcaraz. But if you look at the overall average pace of forehand in this match, Sinner actually has been hitting it harder because Alcaraz has the variety. He has the looping forehands, but when he goes full throttle, it's got a little bit more to it. That's why he has twice as many forehand hitters than his Italian opponent. There's a surprise element to Alcaraz's forehand. There's a consistent power coming at you from Sinner, and if he opens the court up, you're done for most of the time. But Alcaraz has the element of surprise to his forehand in just about every area of his game as well, for that matter.
Sinner has to hit his strokes.
Thank you.
Sinner, 2-all in this 4th set.
2 games all, 4 sets.
Is this your favorite surface to watch these two play on?
I think it can create their best tennis because their defense is at its best. Their footing is secure. How about you?
I feel the same way. That match they played here years ago, that went past 2 in the morning. A match point Sinner had, finally won by Alcaraz. He went into the locker room afterwards and just wanted to talk to Carlos. Like, he wanted to get to know him. Did that miss?
He's missed it. How has Alcaraz made those two gets?
Pretty sure he has a turbo button that he uses whenever he wants to get this fast. This is craziness. Just afterburner time for Alcaraz.
And that miss there from Sinner is because he knows it has to be that good, that close to the line. Otherwise, Carlos is going to be there.
It's on a razor's edge right now for Sinner. He wins this point, gets into 30-15. Normally a pretty benign moment, turns right to his team and shakes his racket at him because he knows that the pressure set's so different at 15-30. Anytime a returner gets within 2 points of a break of serve, that ratchets up the tension for the server.
That moment.
30-all. Let's 30-40.
He's been bold, but that was costly. Went for the ace up the middle. And brings a real stress test to Jannik Sinner.
Thank you. Please.
Fourth set.
Alcaraz leads by 3-2. Fourth sets and by 2-1.
There's a shot sequence, Robbie. You love this kind of stuff when they're using up every inch of the court, making crazy gets.
Yeah, it's just the athleticism needed these days. If you want to compete at the very sharp end of the sport, it's absolutely mandatory. And you could probably add to that these days, you need the shot making to go with it. you also throw in the mix as well, Mary, that tennis players these days, the average height is about 6'2", 6'2.5". They move so well. Never used to be the case. You know, tall was always associated with perhaps a little gangly.
Yeah, lumbering, right?
Yeah, but I tell you, that's not the case these days.
Not at all.
Time.
Up 2-1 and now up a break.
The effectiveness of Alcaraz's first serve in the last hour or so has been unbelievable. You've got to remember he's serving against one of the best returners in the game.
His return kind of threw off that rally, didn't it?
The old hack spin, we all love those, don't we, when they go in?
$15-30. Thank you.
miles an hour in the side pocket.
It's the fastest of the night, not of his career. 140 miles an hour is as fast as Alcaraz has gone in warmer, lighter conditions than here. He has the classic live arm.
Hey Jim, let me show you my live arm. And just when you thought I was going to show you my live arm again, I'm going to show you I've got a bit of soft touch too.
What a game from 15 from Alcaraz, just extinguishing hope. And that little interim, inching closer to what would be a sixth major title. And he would be the second youngest man to get there. Borg beat him, but he would be ahead of Rafa. He needs 2 games to do it. And if he gets that, he'll get back to #1 in the world for the first time in 2 years as well.
Thank you. Love. Dirty Love.
Feeling frisky. Look where he hits this shot, and then he's trying to get in. Doesn't get to the service line, not in close enough, but He's certainly feeling confident enough to try some ambitious stuff.
I like frisky. He endears himself. The same way Muhammad Ali did. He lets us in on his delight. Comfortable hold by Jannik Sinner, but if Carlos Alcaraz holds.
Thank you.
Alcaraz has served well at times in this match, but his first serve percentage has gone a little bit up and down. But he's only faced a break point in one game. And Sinner had love 40, but took it at the first ask.
And he's broken Sinner 5 times.
It's pretty amazing that Alcaraz has been able to prevent Sinner from putting more pressure on him.
30 love.
But he's played 2.5 brilliant sets with limited unforced errors.
For such an extravagantly talented 22-year-old.
John Murray, just to put into perspective what he's serving today and backing it up, of course. Fewest times broken en route to winning a major title since we started keeping records of those numbers in '91. Pete Sampras only twice at Wimbledon in 1997. Of course, Pete in 1994 Wimbledon was broken 3 times. Alcaraz is at 3 currently.
Players already.
In the prior generation, it was Federer, Nadal and Roger again who have gone through an entire field and only lost serve 4 times. So Carlos has been in some elite serving company.
30-15.
Sinner serving at 49% for the match and 36% in this set. Serves for it. Acknowledges all the love he's getting. There we go.
Please. Please.
It's been special how good that half volley pickup is.
30 love.
How about those numbers?
Scoring has been so dialed in.
Gran punto todo, forza!
Championship points. for Carlos Alcaraz.
Ready to play. T13. Please.
That on a laundry line, that backhand return.
Thank you.
Another championship point.
Advantage. Alcaraz.
Oh, this kid.
By 3 sets to 1. 6-2, 3-6, 6-1.
In a
6-4.
sensationally bold and brawny performance, Carlos Alcaraz takes the 2025 U.S. Open. And that goes to Sergio.
It's been some sweet swinging all tournament long from Alcaraz.